Hey guys, you're checking into the Blue Box. My name is Q. This is episode 15, and what I want to talk about today is the 25,920 year cycle. In the previous episode, we spoke about the precession of the equinoxes and how that ties back to ancient religions and ancient texts. For example, the Mayans and ancient Egyptians. In this video, I want to talk about the 25,920 year cycle in particular. Now, without going into too much detail or too much depth, the Earth itself is in a cycle, okay? And you can begin to make links with the zodiac constellations if you're into astrology, and that's where the star signs come in. However, looking at things on a bigger scale or a larger scale, the universe we live in is part of a bigger universe, and that universe is also part of another universe. And so these universes become multi-universes, and for that reason alone, they are all interconnected. Now, because these universes are interconnected, they all go through cycles. Okay, everything is basically on a clock watch in the universe, as you might say. And so the 25,920 year cycle is a cycle of the Earth that has been recorded by many ancient religions, many ancient texts, prehistoric times. Many ancient civilizations have spoke about a 25,920 year cycle. Now, why is this number very important to the Earth? Well, if we have a look at the history and scientific research and what's happened with the Earth, we get to the conclusion that 25,920 years is actually mathematically, it's a crucial time for the Earth. It's a crunch number. And why do I say that? Well, every 25,920 years, Earth goes through an energetic shift. Now, the most recent one we had was in 2012. And so if you're asking yourself, why are crazy things happening today in this day and age, and why is this happening, why is that happening, you can't seem to find answers to questions you're asking, if you are struggling with an awakening process, if you're struggling with anything to do with this day and age, then this may be due to the new energies that are coming into the Earth due to this 25,920 year cycle. Now, what's interesting about this day, sorry, not this date, what's interesting about this number with the 25,920 year cycle is that 2012 was the climax, or was supposed to be the third time that the Earth has gone through this cycle. Okay, so big things were supposed to happen in 2012 according to ancient scripts. For example, the Mayans, okay? And that's why we have films like 2012, for example, that depicts the end of the world, okay? Well, why 2012? That date is very specific, and the world was technically supposed to end in 2012, but not in the way people thought, okay? What happened in 2012, and how does this coincide with this 25,920 year cycle I'm talking about? What happened in 2012 is human beings had a shift in consciousness. We had a change in the way we look at life, in the way we perceive reality, and what's interesting is we aren't able to see this for ourselves. However, this information will start to make itself clearer as time goes on. And so expect amazing things in the future. For example, brand new technologies, new discoveries, new inventions, perhaps travel, to places you've never been before in space, perhaps traveling to the moon, traveling to other planets. These are all things we are to look forward to in these times. Okay, but the 25,920 year cycle is very specific and accurate in terms of terminology to do with prehistoric texts, ancient civilizations, and the history of the earth and cycles of time. Okay, and 2012 was an interesting time. Many prophets depicted the end of the world. Many prophets depicted an apocalyptic ending. However, that hasn't happened. What has happened is humans are being persuaded to push forth an evolutionary journey of the soul. And so I'd like to end that video on a high note. Thank you for checking into the Blue Box. My name is Q, and I hope to see you on the next video.